When you get any critical illness, this lump sum coverage comes to you, and then you do your treatment or make your living with it. That's up to you. Insurance company does not come and question you, what are you going to do with this money. Hi, last year I was hearing so many questions and people were asking me if COVID is covered, COVID related deaths are covered, the hospitalization is covered or not. So much of panic around last year. So now we have 1 year down the line when COVID is going away. Last year we were entering into it. I wouldn't say totally going away, but kind of, I would say the impact is gone on the lower side. Now we know what happened in 1 year. Those claims paid out or not? People did get any benefit out of insurance or not? I'm going to be sharing with you some real facts that how many COVID related claims paid out this year by insurance companies, as well as I'm going to answer that question because I hear it a lot. I'm going to die. Why should I be worried about my insurance? I'm not going to get benefit out of that. And this is especially for those people who say this to everybody. Why should we do that? Because we're going to die anyways and somebody else is going to benefit. Forget about that. What about living benefit? We talk about living benefit. I mentioned in my previous videos about critical illness cover, which is a living benefit. If you are dependent on yourself, which is your own body, health, your health importance is now being figured out. Everybody now know how important is my own health, because this is the body, this is the health which generates my income. I depend myself on this, right? Even if you don't have a spouse, mother, father to look after, but you depend on yourself. So what are the living benefit paid out? I'm going to share with you some real facts. I received a report last week from one of the insurance company and I was like, wow, this is something really interesting. It has to go out. So let's talk about those numbers. Number of claims paid out last year, out of that death claim and the living benefit claim, total claim paid out 134 million by now from Zurich. However, we are talking about last 1 year's number, right? So last 1 year, 50% of total claim was living in benefits, not the death only. It's living in benefit. When I say living in benefit, that means I'm talking about the critical illness coverage. People do get mixed up with the medical insurance and the critical illness coverage. Critical illness coverage that I explained in my previous videos, it's a living in benefit, it's an income replacement. When you fall badly sick and you are unable to go back to the work, your companies may fire you in few months of course. And your medical insurance coverage get exhausted as well. Those limits, what limit you have it. Unless you have huge limits, still that's renewable every single year. So they might not even renew your policy next year if you are having a cancer. They say, sorry, we will not renew you. Or they'll just give you a renewable premium which you cannot afford it, right? So having critical illness on place is what I always explain, and previously this is the living in benefit, this is the income replacement. When you get any critical illness, this lump sum coverage comes to you, and then you do your treatment or make your living with it. That's up to you. Insurance company does not come and question you, what are you going to do with this money? That's why it is called income replacement. So last year we had 49% of the claim coming from cancer. Cancer is a growing illness and nobody still understand that reason for that's happening. There are several reasons. Let the science do their job. Let us talk about the numbers here. 49% of the claims paid out of cancer. 36%, which is second biggest reason for claims, heart attack. Second biggest reason is a heart attack. And in the cancer area, if you see a male and female, so what cancer is impacting on what gender? 85% of this 49% claims are belonging to females, and only 15% towards male members. When you look about the heart attack, which is a stress level, which is much more stress, it's related to much more stress levels, that's where you see the numbers for a male are much more higher. 53% of this total heart attack claim goes towards male. That's some scary numbers to me actually, but that's the fact. But we are talking about the people who get benefited. These are the real number coming from Zurich International. They paid out this claim to these members and these dependents of there. The largest, biggest claim I paid out for critical illness last year was 1 million. The last year, the biggest size of a critical illness claim paid out from Zurich, 1 million critical illness claim. And the largest death claim we paid out last year was $6 million. People question it. Does insurance companies pay that big claims? Yes, they do. And you have the facts with that. COVID-related claims. COVID-related claims total last year paid out by Zurich itself is $3.8 million. By Zurich itself paid out $3.8 million. Imagine how many insurance companies are here. All of them paid out different claims, right? So yes, when I said last year Zurich is covering your COVID, they are covering, they did cover. So in this $3.8 million, their death due to COVID, cover in that. Hospitalization benefit for a lot of people who never utilized. I would say they all would have utilized this year when they hospitalized due to COVID reasons more than 7 days. Their benefits under the policy which they get paid out in this policy. Several other reasons, accident and others, but these numbers are pretty impressive to know that these are the claims paid out by insurance company. When you choose insurance companies for your own self, right? We do due diligence that what kind of insurance company I'm going to choose and are they paying claim? Yes, we do recommend the companies to go with we do recommend the companies to which pays claim. The fact that they has to pay claim, they are paid out, they help families. In one of my previous video, I did mention to you how do you choose good insurance companies to pay, to choose your own life insurance or critical illness coverage in that. Yes, I would say when you are looking to buy a life insurance or living in benefit cover, do look at the history of all those insurance companies. I'm not being biased here about one company. I'm talking in general. Whenever you choose any company around the world, right? There are a lot of big companies around here who offer different benefits. If we look at the UAE specific, yes, in UAE specific, there are a couple of companies only good, but you always have to check their claim history. This is the one most important thing you shouldn't be missing out when you are choosing your life insurance coverage. Hope this information is helpful to you. Do send me your questions and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.